Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your solstice. And because today is my grandmother's birthday, she is showing up really strong. And so she wanted to be a part of the messages today. So um, these are her reading glasses. And so she had me clean them and put them up on the shelf. And she's having me tell a little story about her for it's kind of her birthday celebration. So having me tell a little story about her with each of the signs. So on the underside of the deck, removing internal obstacles, confronting self-identity, intensity. Removing internal obstacles, confronting self-identity, intensity. Full moon eclipse. Interesting. We are having a full moon coming up Friday, the day after the solstice. So the energy, we're going to do the energy for right now, your angels and guides, and my grandmother. Okay. So her story for you is about the fact that she loved to travel and she encouraged me to travel. And so when the opportunity came up for me to go on different things, I went on a cruise. I went to England and Scotland and spent a couple weeks and went with a friend and did a bunch of theater stuff there. Went to see like 5 different shows right after like Les Miserables opened, and right after that had just opened over there. And what was the other thing? Chess had opened, which is not a really well-known one. Oh, Phantom of the Opera. I saw Phantom of the Opera with the original cast in London. Super cool. So, interestingly, I'll do this first. So, the energies for you, your guides and angels, and my grandmother. The energy for you is happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, mentorship and fulfillment. Look at that eye right there. Happy, healthy, wealthy, wise. Also, you are enough, worthiness, faith in needs being met, enough for now and always. These are your guides. Enough for now and always. Oh, they believe in you. I don't know if you believe in you, but they believe in you. And my grandmother's advice, let's see what this one is. Begin with faith in spring, beginnings, innocence, fertility, and growth. Now, passing on what she taught me about they can never take in, well, she was a Gemini sun, conjunct Pluto. Yeah, within 7 minutes. So it was pretty tight conjunction. So that kind of explained a lot of her personality for me once I found that out. So one of the things that happened is when my son was graduating from high school, he said, Mom, I know I've been saving for college, but there's like this club at school and they're going to take a trip and they're going to go to Paris and Rome right after graduation. And what do you think I should do? I know I've been saving for college, but should I save that money for college or what should I do? And I said, well, let me tell you what I think. Go on the trip. My grandmother taught me well. And because I think she was right, and I think he saw it too, that there's something about traveling that opens your eyes to a different environment and world. And that's what I felt when I was traveling. I went somewhere else and it was like, in England, do you know what they pay for taxes? In some of the other areas of the world, do you know how much they pay in? And then what they get back in return, their educational system, their health system, all of those things that you learn that there's more than one way of doing things. And I think that's so invaluable. So that was my advice. I don't know if he was surprised at me or not, but I'm like, I'll tell you what my grandmother told me. Yes, you should go to college. You should always explore every opportunity for learning, whether it's in a schoolroom or not. But the best classroom can also be travel. So on the underside of the deck for you, Sag, and you're all about travel, is the Ace of Wands. Very special things going on for you. And with this full moon, we have 2 full moons in Capricorn. Who ever heard of such a thing? So the beginning moon is at 1 degree. The first full moon is at 1 degree. And the second full moon is going to be at 28 or 29. I can't remember which. But that one is going to be in a line. Well, it's going to be at the where Pluto is going to be backing up into. So I think that's a really important thing to take a look at. So let's take a look at what your advice, well, what your current energies are right here. Equal exchange of energy and world. Happy, healthy, wealthy ones. And that's how those things work out, right? It's this gorgeous energy of everybody's getting a chance, right? Mentorship, fulfillment. And I think there may be a possibility of mentorship for you. So let's take a look. Recognition and the Hermit. Oh, I like this. Peace of mind and self-care. So I think this all ties in together, right? Mentorship and fulfillment. What do you want to learn, or what do others want to learn from you? There's an equal exchange of energy here, and an ending and a beginning. And I feel like you're going to get recognition. And I think this is like immediate energy, the 6 of Wands, recognition. And then this is the part that is the peace of mind and self-care. That this fills you with contentment, what's going on right here, right now, in this time frame, and gives you something to, I think when you learn something, it's nice to let it soak in. So let's see. Enough for now and always. You are enough. Worthiness, faith in needs being met, right? So this is the energy of what your guides and angels want you to know. So let's take a look. What your guides and angels want you to know. Okay, wants me to shuffle again because I was like hesitant here. It's like, ugh. Do things with authority. Okay. 2 of Wands. This is a card of travel. This is a card of making plans. The world is at your feet, whether by car or whether by plane. She's looking out and seeing what her options are, right? And I don't think she's worried about her needs being met. I think she's got, I think she's got a plan. She's going to be traveling lightly. But it's like looking out at that horizon. A lot of times this card, this 2, which is about decisions, it's also about where do you want to go? What do you want to do? It's the asking. And the 3 of Wands is the receiving. And they're both about travel. So let's take a look what else your angels and guides want you to know. 4 of Wands, 2 of Wands and 4 of Wands. We are working our way up. Very much celebration. And a lot of times this can be a card of marriage, but most definitely it is a card of celebration and stability, right? Your needs are being met. 4 of Swords, 4 of Swords and 4 of Wands. This is about rest. This is not about being brokenhearted. This is about recuperating, self-care, right? It's about feeling safe. So let's take a look. Beginnings, innocence, fertility, growth begin with faith in spring. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look here. Energies from My grandmother's advice. Oh, a card popped out, so we're gonna have to take this one. Oh, two came out. The Hangman, which is like my favorite hangman ever. Being able to look at things from a different perspective, right? The answer isn't always going to come the way you think it will. And here is the Five of Swords. Some of the decisions that you've made in the past you question, but look at it from a different point of view. Beginnings. Beginnings. Now, those came out together, so I will draw two more cards. And I feel like I want to shuffle here because those jumped out. I don't. The Star, healing energy. That would be Aquarius. But it's also a wish granted. Beginnings and innocence, fertility, and growth. Okay, we have one more card due. From her advice. It's interesting that the son that I gave that advice to, Sagittarius sun, he was born in December. He is very much about traveling, and you had two more come out. You had the Ace of Pentacles, something starting, something that's going to take root and grow. And then this is the receiving. So I think that you need to be in the receiving mode, because I think whatever you've been trying to manifest will come in for you. And this is also a card of travel. So I feel like what you're trying to manifest will be coming in, but you need to have that energy of allowing. You need to release the request, because if you're still holding on to the request, the universe isn't able to work on it, because you're still like, is it done yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet? Release it. Don't worry about it. If it's meant for you, it'll come to you. And yeah, I think that there's going to be a lot of powerful manifestation going on with different things coming up. So, and Sagittarius, this is like, there's a lot of good stuff coming for you. Really, I think there's not a lot of, there's nothing astrologically right now that I feel is going to be problematic for you. Yeah, Jupiter's moving in the opposite sign. So Jupiter has its eye on you. So the only thing is, I guess, is that the planet that rules you is in, so it's not not favorite place. It's not at home. It's out visiting, basically. And it's right across from you. So I think, I mean, it's doing fine, but all right, let's take a look. Top of the deck. Ask wonderfully, receive graciously. You had the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. Asking and receiving. So yes, your angels and guides want you to know. Ask. The activated ally. Your angels and guides, definitely being out there. I got corrected before. One time I said, and ancestors, and I had like this whole barrage of stuff like, no, angels and guides, not ancestors. And then later on in a different reading, I came across an ancestors deck, and they're like, see, the ancestors have their own card. So this, they very definitely let me know what was what. So here we go. Listen in stillness, you meet your true self, right? And that is like this underside of meeting your true self. And I think you'll get a much better idea between these two Capricorn full moons. I think that there's a lot of downloads, a lot of ideas that will be coming through in between that time frame. So hang in there. And that would be it'll be a month away, so it will be in July when that happens. I think you'll find the answers that come through very interesting. I'll see you soon.